Beef is the most widely consumed meat in Uganda. It is usually consumed roasted, fried or boiled. However, most people who consume the beef never get to see how the cows they eat are transported to the butchers. The cattle are usually transported from as far as Bushenyi, Mbarara, and Tungamo districts aboard very crowded trucks. On top of stressing the cows during transportation, they are also offloaded in a very brutal manner. Many of the cattle dealers openly attest to these acts of cruelty. The marks of brutality are always visible on the cattle. According to veterinary doctors, in order for these cows to be fit for consumption, they need to be kept for at least 3 days. This is always not adhered to, which exposes the consumers of the meat to health hazards.
This meat is containing chemicals, including the corticosteroids, that are not supposed to be there when an animal is roasted. That means the consumer is being exposed to those chemicals. And from what we know, physiologically, these corticosteroids are not good for our hearts.
Have a lot of cortisone levels, you may get even adrenal insufficiency, which may bring more complications. I'm not in the medical field as such, but it will bring more complications, maybe even kidney failure, so many cancers coming up.
For anybody to get an effect or suffer from too much consumption of cortisone, how much meat must they have consumed?
That one I can't tell, but of course, given the amount of meat that we consume, maybe that's why we've not associated diseases to that cause, because of the amounts that we consume. But if one takes large quantities, 300 grams per meal, maybe that person will be likely to have those effects.
Besides consuming the toxic materials in the meat, Dr. Baluka says stress changes the taste of the meat.
When it is stressed, lactic acid is produced in the muscles. Lactic acid is responsible for souring of meat. So even when we have lactic acid produced in the muscles of this animal after it is stressed, it changes the taste of meat.
Since during festive seasons, many of the people slaughter cows as groups of families, the meat is never checked by a veterinary doctor to deem it fit or not fit for consumption.
There is a danger of eating meat that is diseased. And there are several important diseases. That can be transmitted through this meat, including the tuberculosis I talked about, including brucellosis, including anthrax. The good thing with anthrax is that when it affects an animal, we find it dead.
Even where the vets are available, Dr. Baluka says that some of them find it hard to execute their mandate because most of the abattoirs are privately owned.
When we give advice, professional advice, and it's ignored, and sometimes even veterinarians face threats from these business people because they say, don't interfere with my business. When it comes to that, so you find they will back off.
Since there are no restrictions, even the cows which are on treatment end up on the market. What could be the danger of consuming meat from a cow that has been on treatment?
We have a lot of drug residues in the tissues. We eat the tissues. We get sublethal doses into the body. Then the organisms within our bodies will also get a way of fighting off, such that when you get the real sickness, you don't have a drug that can help you to get rid of it. Yeah.
Also, the issue of sustainability is another matter that Dr. Baluka believes should be given attention.
Someone brings a cow which is left with a few weeks to deliver for slaughter. People bring heifers that have not yet produced to their optimal potential for slaughter. That is because we don't have enough animals available for slaughter at any one time. You'll also realize that the size of animals being brought for slaughter has continued to decrease. There was a time when people would sell off animals that are really big size, over 300 kilograms. But now, because our sector is not sustainable, we have been eating more than we replace. We have kept slaughtering until when we are slaughtering very young ones.
Sudil Biarhanga, NTV.